Hello, welcome back to Helping Hand. Today here on Helping Hand I'm going to show you how to paint your window trim. This particular trim in this house, it was like a gray, it's brownish and it's really bad. And it's all you have to do is get you it's just a sanding pad, just to scuff it up. You want to scuff up this surface. And then you also need I got some Gooden exterior paint. I'm going with black. And just make sure that you go with exterior paint, not the interior. You want the exterior for outdoors. So I'm going to go with black. The first thing you want to do, you want to scuff up your window. The surface here. Just take your scratch pad and just kind of, you want to just scuff it up. So if there's any dirt or anything, you want it off so when your paint go on, it goes smooth. Sometimes people tape off their windows and stuff like that, but I don't usually do that. I'm pretty steady. But you want to have your rag on hand as well, just in case you get it on your window. You can just wipe it off. And other thing you would need is the basic taper paintbrush. I got 2 different sizes here. They both work perfect. And one of these little sponge deal. This is like about a 2-inch, 3-inch sponge. It works really good for tight spots too. Okay. Get your paint. Set the paint up really good. Most time people have like a stir stick or something like that. You can stir it up with that, or you can stir it up this way too. And just take your time. There's no rush. Just take your time and just. If you can't get it on if you get it on your brick or whatnot, you can get some mineral spirits or paint thinner to get it off. But if you take your time, you should be able to be okay. If you need to tape it off with tape, you can tape it off with tape. Tape off your mirror, whatever you need to do to minimize the mess. And you can start at the top or the bottom, but it doesn't matter where you start. But you mainly want to prep your surface before you actually start. And I usually just scuff sand it and then wipe it off. And usually pretty good. Something for your paint to stick on. And it usually does pretty good. Most of the time you want to put probably 2 coats on it. That's what I usually do. A lot of times when you put paint on your brush, you want to just put a little bit on there and just kind of wipe it off so it's not dripping. Just take your time. You can do this to save you some money. this little sponge still, that's pretty good too. You can get in tight spots and whatnot. I usually use this for like really close spots. A lot of times I use this because it doesn't show the streak marks. When you go with a brush, you're going to see like streak marks, little marks and stuff. But if you go with this sponge, it covers pretty good. Unless you go with a a more expensive brush. This is just the basic. You got something that's real fine that will show no marks, but this works out pretty good. You can do it. Just take your time, there's no rush. But like I said, most of the time I usually try to put on 2 coats. You might want to have some soap and water and a rag, just in case if you do get it on the brick and stuff, you can wipe it off immediately. And I also remove my screen in here. I'm going to paint the trim of my screen as well. I went on and removed that, and I'm also going to rescreen it. I don't know if you've seen it in my previous video. I was rescreening it, but I decided to go ahead and paint it, my trim. And then sometimes, you know, since I'm going with black, if I wanted to re-caulk this, I would just give me some black window sealant caulking and caulk it around in black so that it all look the same color. I'll probably do that later. But the caulking on is pretty good. This is the time to kind of, you know, notice all those areas. Just run it on there. It usually does pretty good. It's another one of these things that you can do to save you some money. I mean, because windows are very expensive. You know, if you want to get a little bit more, a couple more years out of them, just change the screens and give it a new paint job, you'll think you got new windows. Unless they just need to be replaced due to the efficiency of them, you know, I get that. But a lot of times, it just a little TLC usually goes a long way. A lot of people can't afford to spend $18,000 to $25,000 for some windows. And just take your time, go. I'm pretty well done with this one on this side. I'm telling this almost the first coat. don't know if you can see that. I got a little bit on the window up there, but it'll wipe that off with a rag. Just take my rag with a little soap and water. It'll come right off. Okay, that's the first coat. And don't worry about messing up, After you do the first one, it'll get easy to you, what to do, what not to do. So don't worry about trying to mess up. A lot of times people get scared and intimidated because they messed up and whatnot. But don't worry about that. You couldn't do no worse because it wasn't, you're painting it, so it's gonna look better no matter what you do. So, and don't worry about it. Every time, if you mess up, you can always fix it. There you go, that's pretty much the first coat here. And I'll come back over it again. That's the first coat. As you probably can see, it makes a big difference in this house. That black kind of make it stand out, make it pop a little bit. So now let's go over it again with the second coat. And where people, a lot of times they try to put one coat on and think it's gonna cover everything. Most of the time, if you just take your time and do two coats, you get a good cover. You'll be trying to cover it and you can't quite cover it so just do two coats. And depending on what color you go with too, depending on if you need two coats, but most of the time I usually do two coats. It don't take that much more time. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm going to get a little closer so you can kind of see this paint as it goes on. There you go. Most of the time, it takes more time prepping than it is to paint. You spend a lot of time prepping, getting everything you need in order and stuff like that. But once you get all your stuff and know what tools you need, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So this is one of these type of jobs that you can actually do. Just take your time. If you need to YouTube me, or YouTube someone that on YouTube done this. So don't feel like you can't find some help. Someone done it somewhere, for sure. And everybody does it differently, so you just find your way that you would like to do it. And you may look at someone else, they're doing it this way, and you don't have to do it the way they're doing it. You just get their idea, and you may change up something to your style. But mainly it's just prepping your surface that you're going to be painting. Sometimes that takes time. That's basically it. That's 2 coats. Now we just touch up spots that we didn't get. Let's go back over it. But you want to make sure you get the right paint for the job. When I get done with this, I'm going to show you the difference between this color and the color that it was. I don't know if you had seen it before I started, but it's different. It's different. Kind of gives it a whole different look to the house. That's black. This is what I just did. And that's the color that is that gray. This is the other one that I'm getting ready to do. See the difference? And the window itself, it's all need to be repainted. It's like a grayish. And we're going to paint that one next. And then I'll clean the windows, install my screens, paint my screens, install those back, and I'm done. Well, I just wanted to give you a quick video about how to paint your window trim with the right paint. Paint probably costs you about 30 bucks. Scuffing pad, another 5. For under 40 bucks and the paint, under 50 bucks, you can get paint. And this paint is enough to do all the windows. So you can save yourself a lot of money. So don't be afraid to do it. Don't be afraid to tackle it. For all you guys that would like to try to do it yourselfers. I just want to give a shout out and thank you for all the ones that subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. And thank you for the likes. Please leave comments. And also, please subscribe to Helping Hand OKC. That's Helping Hand OKC. Thank you. Bye-bye.